My name's Dyson. I'm Director of Nesta's Centre for Challenge Prizes. Nesta is the UK's innovation foundation, and the Centre for Challenge Prizes exists to design and develop challenge prizes for ourselves and for other bodies around the world. And challenge prizes are a way of defining a problem and a need and having a competition to see if anybody can solve that problem with a cash prize or an incentive at the end of it. We generally do staged approaches where people receive small awards along the way, and the idea is to attract new innovators to address a particular problem. The hardest bit is probably coming up with or determining what the problem should be. It's best if that problem can be very clearly defined so people know what the end goal is. So put a rocket up into suborbit and back onto Earth again, as with the Ansari X Prize, or measuring longitude within 0.2 of a degree, as with the original longitude prize. So innovators know what they need to do to solve the problem. Most of the time, challenge prizes are not the thing to do. Challenge prizes only work where the problem is right for it, and that's where you really need to attract new innovators to address a particular issue or problem, and you think it's solvable through new innovation. And also where you're not entirely sure where that innovation is going to come from. Because if you know where it's going to come from, you may as well procure it or provide grants for people to actually do it.
You have arranged a couple of innovation competitions, challenge prizes within the open data area. Tell us a little about it.
So open data is a big thing at the moment. There's lots of governments around the world that are producing lots of open data sets, which is a wonderful thing. And there's lots of promise that it will democratize government and problem solving and the creation of new services for better public and social services. But as yet, it's still quite a new thing, and the level of innovation that's happening is relatively modest compared to the level of ambition. So we design and develop challenge prizes where we define what the problems may be, because we think that there's an opportunity if somebody can solve that problem, both for there to be a social benefit, but also for there to be a potential market. It's often difficult. So we, with the Crime and Justice was our first challenge prize, where we identified a problem, but there wasn't very much open data. A problem that we got right was around education, where there was lots of open data, and where there was lots of things that you could do with that open data to improve school admissions, admissions to university, and career choices and educational choices for young people.
So what are the biggest learnings from those arrangement of those prizes?
The biggest learning is that there has to be a social problem, but also a market or utility at the end of it, and there has to be people that you think that can address that particular problem. And you need to be able to access the right community of people, and the incentive needs to be sufficient to attract people, but perhaps not too much to distract people, because if the prize is too big, people may think they may not be able to solve it.
And finally, what's the most fun to work with the challenge prizes?
Well, probably the most fun has been the Longitude Prize, because it's been on TV and the public got to vote from 6 options that we presented to them on what the new Longitude Prize should be, and that involved, it was X Factor meets innovation, basically. So there were 6 options and the public got to vote for it, and that was great fun.